You are born with a blade on your face, not a weapon yet. Not really. Just a tiny egg tooth, sharp enough to tear through the shell that has become your first prison. Your lungs are ready before the world is ready for you, and the last of your yolk is still packed inside your belly like emergency fuel for a life that begins in panic. You twist in the dark, the shell cracks, wet sand presses against your snout. Around you, other bodies are scratching too. Tiny claws, tiny jaws, tiny voices trapped under dirt. Biologists have recorded baby crocodilians calling from inside the egg, soft chirps that can trigger the mother and the rest of the clutch to respond. From a distance, it sounds delicate. From inside the shell, it is an alarm. Because the first thing your body teaches you is this: if you hatch alone, you are already losing. Here is the rule of your life. Safety exists only in crowds, cover, and seconds. Never in the open. Never for long. You do not choose this. Anything that could choose differently is already gone. Your first miracle is that you can call a giant. You chirp again. The sand shifts above you. Pressure rolls through the nest. Then something huge breaks into your ceiling. A snout, claws, teeth longer than your head in many crocodile species. The mother guards the nest and may dig out hatchlings when she hears them calling. She can save you. She can also crush you. That sounds like an advantage until you understand the shape of it. The safest place in your first hour of life may be inside the mouth of an animal built to close its jaws like a trap. She may lift you gently, carry you to water, and release you among the reeds. One wrong bite, one careless pressure, one moment of confusion, and rescue becomes the ending. But if she does not come, the nest can cook you, dry you, drown you, or leave you buried until something with claws finds the smell. The danger is not outside your body yet. Before daylight ever touched your scales, the nest was already writing your future. In many crocodilians, incubation temperature can influence whether hatchlings develop as male or female. A few degrees in the mound can change the shape of an entire generation. Too cool, and development slows. Too hot, and embryos can die before they ever make a sound. Under the right conditions, you become possible. Under slightly wrong ones, you become a silence. Under the sand, you survive the egg. That is not the same as being lucky. The world arrives as heat, glare, mud, and vibration. Your eyes open to a place that has been killing small animals long before you arrived. Birds stand in the shallows like sharpened sticks. Fish wait under the surface. Snakes slide through roots. Monitor lizards, turtles, crabs, herons, storks, and even other crocodiles can all look at you and see the same thing. Protein. You are a crocodile, but only in outline. Your jaws snap quickly. Your tail works like a rudder. Your nostrils sit high on your snout, so you can breathe while almost everything else disappears. Your eyes and ears ride near the top of your skull, letting you hide in water with only a few dark points exposed. Everything about you works. None of it changes what is coming. Your first days are spent between land and water, in the thin, dangerous border where roots tangle and every ripple might be food or death. You hunt whatever is small enough to fit into a mouth that is braver than it is powerful. Insects, tiny fish, frogs, shrimp, anything soft, anything slow. Hunger is simple. It pulls you forward. It makes you snap at movement before you know what moved. But hunger is not what ends most of you. The problem is breathing. Water hides you, but it cannot keep you. You are not a fish. Every few minutes you must rise. Just a little. Just enough. A nostril breaks the surface. A reflection trembles. A bird sees it. A fish feels it. The act that keeps you alive announces that you are alive. Researchers studying young crocodilians have found that early survival can be brutally low, especially where nests are exposed, water levels shift, or predators gather near nursery habitat. Your mother may guard you for a while. Your siblings may stay close in some species. Hatchlings form groups, turning many tiny bodies into one nervous alarm system. But a crowd is not a shield, it is a menu with options. If a heron strikes, it does not need all of you. It needs the one who surfaces late. If a big fish lunges, it needs the tail that drifted too far from the weeds. If an older crocodile slides in, the water itself seems to grow teeth. And you are not growing fast enough to relax. Your armor is real, but it begins as a promise. The bony plates in your skin may one day make you tough, heavy, hard to bite cleanly. Right now, they are thin protection over a small body that depends on the outside world to warm it. Too cold, and you slow down. Too hot, and you overheat. Sunlight gives you movement, but sunlight exposes you. Shade hides you, but shade can already belong to something hungry. That is the joke nature tells without smiling. Every shelter is also a trap. A mat of floating plants protects you from birds until a snake enters it. A muddy bank warms your blood until a larger crocodile slides beside it. A shallow puddle keeps big fish out until the dry season turns it into a shrinking bowl full of desperate mouths. The worst part happens later. After everything seems to be working, you learn the rhythm of the bank. You freeze when shadows pass. You dive when wings beat overhead. You begin to know the difference between rain tapping leaves and footsteps pressing mud. You become less like a newborn and more like a rumor with teeth. Then the world changes size. Rain can flood low nests and drown hatchlings still trapped inside. Dry seasons can pull water away until channels become mud scars. Storms can scatter young crocodiles into open water, where cover disappears, and the predators are larger than your instincts expected. In coastal habitats, currents can move small bodies far from the protected edges where they were meant to begin. Your body is ancient, your map is not. Biologists have observed that crocodile mothers show unusual parental care for reptiles, guarding nests and responding to hatchling calls. But care has edges. She cannot control the heat inside the nest. She cannot guard every ripple. She cannot make you too large to swallow. Eventually, the giant that saved you becomes background. Then she becomes competition. As you grow, insects are no longer enough. You need more flesh, fish, frogs, small birds if you can catch them. Your jaws strengthen, your skull hardens. Your teeth break and are replaced, new points rising behind old ones throughout life. It sounds like immortality for a mouth. It is not. Teeth do not solve fear. Teeth do not stop infections. Teeth do not make you the biggest thing in the water. A torn foot changes how you swim. A damaged tail changes how fast you turn. Parasites can cling to soft places. Bacteria wait in warm mud. Even with the strong defenses crocodilians are known for, a young body is still a small country with too many borders. You survive one attack with a missing toe. Now every kick costs more. You survive a bird by diving into roots. Now you are wedged beside a snake. You survive a week without enough food. Now your muscles answer slowly when speed matters most. This is the hidden cost of being built for survival. The body keeps receipts. By the time you are months old, you are not helpless anymore. That may be the most dangerous illusion of all. You can lunge, you can hide, you can float like dead wood and vanish with one flick of your tail. At night, your eyes catch light. Your body learns to wait. Waiting is one of the oldest crocodile skills. Adults turn it into a kingdom. They can hold still so completely that prey forgets the water is alive. They can explode upward with terrifying force. Researchers have measured enormous bite forces in adult crocodilians, among the strongest bites of any living animal. But you are not that yet. You are the shape of a future monster trapped inside a body that still fits in another animal's throat, and the land knows it. The final test comes when the nursery fails. The water drops day after day. The reeds bend over cracked mud. Fish crowd into shallow pockets and thrash at the surface. Birds gather because suffering is easy to see from above. Larger crocodiles slide into the remaining pools. Not angry, not evil, just hungry in the cleanest possible way. Your hiding place becomes a trap with walls made of thirst. To stay is to be cornered. To leave is to cross open ground. At dusk, your body chooses movement. You pull yourself out of the mud, belly scraping, tail dragging a dark line behind you. The air feels too wide. Every step away from water is a step away from the only world your body understands. You hear wings, you freeze. The shadow passes once, then it circles back. Your legs are short, your armor is light, your lungs work too loudly inside you. Somewhere ahead, there may be deeper water. You can smell damp vegetation, or maybe you only need to believe you can, because the alternative is standing still until the sky comes down. You run in ugly bursts. Stop, listen, run again. A beak hits the mud behind you, not a warning. A miss. You throw your body sideways, jaws open at nothing, tail whipping, every ancient reflex firing at once. For 1 second, you are not a baby. You are the memory of every crocodile that did not get taken. You reach a rut filled with black water and dive so hard the mud closes over your back. The bird stabs once. The water shakes, then silence. You stay under until your lungs burn. You rise beneath a skin of floating leaves, just enough for your nostrils to break through. Air enters you like stolen property. You survived. That is still not the same as being safe. Years may pass this way if you are one of the few. Bigger each season, harder to swallow, less nervous, or only better at hiding it. The list of animals that can eat you grows shorter, but it never disappears. Drought can still starve you. Bigger crocodiles can still kill you. Humans can drain the marsh, poison the river, steal eggs, or turn the bank into something your instincts cannot read. And if you become large enough, old enough, strong enough, life does not reward you with peace. It gives you a nest. One day, a female will drag herself onto land and bury eggs in heat, sand, mud, and rotting vegetation. She will guard them against thieves. Inside each shell, a small body will fold around its yolk. A temporary tooth will form on a tiny snout. Temperature will write quiet instructions into flesh. The babies will begin to chirp before the world has even opened. Above them, the mother will hear. She will dig. The sand will loosen. A new hatchling will push into the air, wet, bright-eyed. Already late to a war it never agreed to join. And somewhere else, another body is being asked to pay an even stranger price.